All right, let's try this again. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, all natural body transformation with me, your host, Rob Renato. Why are we here? I got fat and then I fixed it. Here's the story. This is our introduction. This is me, like roughly 100 days ago. This transformation story is in 90 days, right? I dropped 45 pounds, and it's not just the weight, right? It's not literally just weight. It is a complete transformation. The body composition is changing, but literally from this photo on the left, right, with me on March 14th, 2026 at 275 pounds. I am fat. I am lazy. I am miserable. I am unhappy. I am unwilling to even take my shirt off at the pool or the beach. Something's got to change, right? 90 days later, this guy looks at his life and says, man, literally every possible metric from that day to here has changed in a positive way. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. I'm going to give you all the secrets that helped me. This is not my recommendation to you. This is my story and what I did and what worked for me. And it worked so freaking well. My wife was like, you got to start telling people because who doesn't want to know this, right? So, this is my story. This is what worked for me. And the way I'm going to tell it to you, right? It's going to sound like a little bit of tough love. You might hear like me say like you, right? I might be talking to you and you might hear it like that and take it like that. But when I say that, I'm talking to me, right? I'm talking to the old me, right? And the me that's still in there, the me that I wish I had heard somebody say some of this stuff to me like this. It would have helped me get through this mentally, right? A lot of this is mental, right? It's a lot of like ideas that need to change in your head, right? Because there's a reason you got fat, and there's going to be reasons that you're going to change it, and it's all going to be up here, right? There's some of it here, but most of it's here. So we're going to like try to get to the core of like the tangible things. I'm not going to be able to fix the emotional reasons why, but I think you're going to find that a lot of this is very, very helpful. Like I said, this helped me. So if you want to tune in, here we go. My education. Am I a doctor? No, I've just been fat most of my adult life, right? This is me and my now wife. This is like the day that we decided to like be boyfriend and girlfriend. I think this is like 2009, right? You can see I'm like not fat, but I'm like not lean or skinny either. I am in this photo 215 pounds. I am struggling to keep this weight. I am like treadmill and stair climber and gym all the time, and like my weight is hard for me to keep down, right? Here's me moving forward. Life has happened. I've gotten married. We've had kids. We've had some financial ups and downs. Like a lot of things have happened. I've also been injured a bunch of times. I've had back surgery. I've blown both my biceps out. So like there's a lot of excuses, right? I have all the excuses. That's my education. I have had and given all the excuses that are in the book at least once or twice. I have excused myself over and over, tried to convince myself that it's not as bad as it seems or it feels or it looks in the mirror. And it's just my dad bod. I said it all. I said that's my education. Okay. So do I have a doctorate? No. I'm not here to give you medical advice. I'm here to tell you this worked for me as a lifetime heavy kid. Sometimes you can see I was like legit fat. And the day I started this, roughly 100 days ago now, I was 45 pounds heavier, miserable, unhappy, no energy. And I'm telling you, everything in my life has gotten better since that day. So here we go. Uh, your life is at stake, quite literally. Okay. When you're obese, overweight, when you're carrying around an extra 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, life is heavier, right? Everything is harder. It's going to get shorter, right? Like obese people get short. Like I went to the doctor one time and he put it real simple. He said, kid, life is a marathon. You ever see any fat marathon runners? Like don't be fat. I got out of my back surgery and I said, okay, any advice on the recovery, doc, for the back thing? He goes, yeah. My one piece of advice to everybody that has back surgery, don't get fat. Simple. Why? Because it matters. It literally affects every other thing in your life. It makes everything harder, more expensive, more difficult, and it will literally shorten your life. It complicates everything. So I have had many interactions like that warning, right? That ghost of Christmas past that came to me and was like, "Hey, dude, don't let it get like this." And I did anyway. And because I gave myself the excuses. I said, "Oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's not as bad as it look." I've been there. I've done that, and I'm telling you, like I'm telling myself, it matters. Okay, your choices matter. The food is going in matter. All of it matters. Okay. Uh, I had to have like a mirror check. This is what I call a mirror check, right? Like I had to be honest with myself, like brutally freaking honest about the state I was in. Where had my choices led me? And the answer was to like somewhere around like 35% body fat. High 30%, probably wasn't 40%, but high. Okay. For a man, we need to be down below 20, right? If we're 20 or above, it's going to lead to health problems. You're going to have metabolic problems. Forget all the other issues that come with it, being attractive to females and being confident in your own skin, being willing to take your shirt off and place, like there's a lot of factors, okay? But you need to be 20% or down, okay? It's a body choice. No, it's not. Like it's unhealthy, okay? It's fact, it's unhealthy. And for me, it was a social media post, right? As a guy, I don't follow him, I don't talk to him, I've never met him, but he just said, dude, your kids are watching. And that hit me right where I needed to be hit. And so it put me in front of the mirror, take an inventory of what my habits had produced. And I was not happy with that. I wasn't happy in my own skin, not proud of it. Couldn't take my shirt, couldn't. It's time to change. Okay. Ladies, it's normal, right? Ladies have a subcutaneous layer of body fat. You are meant for child breeding, rearing. You got to be able to raise the child. So that is like, it's okay to be a little bit higher, 20, 25%, fine, still healthy. Here's the deal. This is really simple. The people on the bottom of this chart here are overweight, they are unhealthy, and they're going to have other physical problems because of it. Forget all like the intangibles, like how we feel and our emotions. And, this is your billboard to the world, right? This is how the world sees you. Before you open your mouth, before you perform any action, the world takes in you and your physique. And they say subconsciously, either like the top row here, what do they say? These people make tough choices, they make disciplined choices, they're fit. They're healthy, they're disciplined, they'll probably make other good choices. And they look at the people on the bottom and subconsciously, oh, I don't judge people. BS. We all do. Okay. You cannot help it. It's in here. You're doing it. In the bottom row, you sit and you say, what? This person makes selfish choices, careless choices, childish, immature choices, self-pleasing choices, not healthy choices, not disciplined choices, not good long-term choices, right? And so it matters in so many ways. I cannot even describe it to you, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it will affect your health. Now, part of my mirror check wasn't just because I wasn't proud of what I was seeing. It was like I was starting to have some things as I'm hitting my, early mid 40s that were telling me my body was feeling the effects of the extra weight that I was carrying. And so I got that wake up call to say, look, it's not just how you feel, but it's also how you feel, right? Your health is, you got to change this now. And so it started with a good long look in the mirror. Now, as I'm looking at that mirror, this is what I'm saying, right? This is how I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm saying, okay, I'm taking in what I'm seeing, but I'm creating a new identity for myself. I'm saying to myself, okay, I see what is, but the new me is going to make new choices. It's going to lead to a new path, and I am going to bring out the tiger in me. I'm going to rebirth the beast in me, and I'm going to be the man I was supposed to be, right? Instead of having all these like, oh, I should be this, I could be that, I'm going to become that dude because damn it, I'm going to raise my personal standards, right? What I demand out of myself, what I allow for myself, what I let my sons watch and see, right? My sons are going to become me, and my daughter is going to marry me, and my wife is already married to me, and they deserve the best from me, right? So my new identity, he starts to make different choices. He says, I'm not going to slip up. I'm not going to be careless with my choices. I'm not just going to, oh, nobody's watching. He doesn't do this anymore. He has new standards for himself, and he also has new daily habits because he knows that there is a compound effect with my habits. They're either helping me get better or they're helping me get worse. There is no maintaining. There is no such thing as middle ground and staying the same. We are all aging. It is part of this human experience. Like the wheel grinds on, right? Like we're either getting better or we're getting worse. And for me and my new identity had to say, hey, listen, my peak is not past, right? It's not behind me. My peak is still in front of me, right? I have been in better shape in my life. I have let myself get out of shape. I have been injured. I have had the excuses. I've needed surgery. I have been excuses. My peak is in front of me and I'm still climbing towards it. So this new identity, right? It's like literally right here. It is right here. If the person that you are and the way that you think made the choices that got you to where you are, well, we got to start changing that. So you're gonna, I me. I need to adopt a new identity. And I had to really like sit there with myself in that mirror check and say the new you doesn't do these things that got him there, and he does do these things that are going to take him where he would prefer to be. Okay. So what I think is actually going to get you, what got me there, right? Like I didn't have a plan. I didn't go into this being like, I'm going to teach people on social media. I didn't like, I just was like, dude, I got to take care of me right now. And this is the best way I could figure out how to do it for me, right? There was no, I didn't have plans to teach the world. I got to deal with me first, right? So number one, I had to get to the root of why I was doing this. I needed to learn to love this process and I needed to change my habits around food and movement. And so why you are in your current body, there is an emotional factor to why you are overweight. There is a deep something in there, right? And well, no, there is because otherwise you would have dealt with it and you wouldn't have let yourself get here. I cannot deal with that right now. We cannot deal with that in one day. You're going to have to explore that. I'm going to give you some suggestions on how and why. But there is a factor of that is not just physical. But tonight's program, we're going to talk literally about the actual physical, tangible, do this, do that, do this, don't do that, right? But there is a factor here that is emotional. You're going to learn to love this process. If it is a diet or a punishment to you, if it is a short-term thing, I'm just going to do this for a little while, then I can go back to eating how I want to eat. I'm not happy unless I get to have cheesecake every day. And if you're just like doing this so that you can binge eat later, this is not going to work for you. This is not going to work for you long term. You're going to put in a lot of work, hard work to get where you want to go. And little slip ups are going to take you way back. Okay. So this is a process. We want to learn to love it, right? And number one, you didn't get into this overnight and you ain't going to get out of it overnight, right? You didn't get to 100 pounds overweight overnight, 30 pounds overweight overnight. It took time, right? And it's going to take time to fix it too. Does it take so for me, right, you can see in my pictures, it took me years to overeat that 45 pounds, right? I still got more to go. I'm not skinny yet. I'm not lean where I want to be yet, but that 45 pounds is gone right now. That took me years to add, right? I was able to get rid of it in 90 days. So a focused effort, right? If I can be careless for a long time, I can screw up for a long time and not think about it. And okay, fine, overeat 300, overeat 500 calories a day, put on 30 pounds in a year, but I can also fix it in 3 months. Okay. And the process is like really freaking simple. It's right there. Work out, eat clean, sleep, and repeat. This is key. It's not hard. It is super simple. Everything that needs to be done is simple. You can do it. You probably already know what to do, most of it. I can give you some suggestions you might not have thought of that are really working for me, but it's simple. Okay. Everything in this is simple. It's not complicated. We don't need a science degree. We don't need a doctorate. It is simple. Okay. Love it. Love this process. It's okay. My new identity, right? My new identity says I do hard things because I love doing hard things. I like doing hard things to challenge myself, right? Old fat me was like, oh, that's hard. I'm just going to stay comfortable over here and, I'll get to it. No. 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 Old habits got to stay back. We got to have new habits and we like doing hard things. Okay. Some of this is going to be hard. I was gonna be real with you. Some of it's gonna be really hard. Some of it's gonna be really simple, like super simple. Like you're gonna be like, holy cow, it's that simple. Yes, some of it is really easy. Some of it is going to be very challenging, right? Getting to the root of the why, the emotional part, that might be challenging for you. Some of the workout, I suggest it might be challenging for you. Some of the you do hard things because that's the new you. Your habits. It is literally a day-to-day thing. This is not like I said, it's not a diet thing. This is a new you, and habits are what create you. So your eating habits. Number one, it like some people want to track calories, right? They want to count all the calories and weigh everything and do it. If you can do that and you're that type of person, by all means do it. I know a lot of people who are super successful with that. I am not like that. I cannot take the time. I can't put the mental effort into thinking about every single calorie and adding it all up. So for me, I'm not saying that doesn't work. That will work. For me, I wanted to simplify it. How do I simplify it? I ask one basic question. And I think you can all trust your intuition, right? If you literally truly like center yourself for a second and ask your soul, is this going to be good for me or not? Is this going to take me where I want to go or not? Am I going to get healthier, happier, or am I going to get whatever basic question you can ask? It's the toggle question. It's either up and positive or down and negative. And you don't, it's not, it don't got to be complicated. You feel it and you know it in your gut. Your choices, okay, when it comes to eating habits, the environment, the people, the places, you control all of that. Okay. If you cannot control yourself in those choices, you got to change those choices. If I buy chips and crackers for the kids, but I can't control myself, and when nobody's looking, I finish the box, guess what? That was my choice. And I got to change that choice from the start, right? I got to not put the thing there so that I have the chance to screw it up, right? I am making the choices. So when it comes to food, the choice of what I'm eating matters a lot. Okay. I'm not here to be your dietitian, but again, I can tell you to go back to that first question. When you put something in your mouth, you inherently know in your gut, this is either going to be good for me or not. Right. It's not usually that complicated. We don't get super overweight by eating things that are good for me in excess. It's hard to eat in excess things that are good for you, right? Things that are healthy for you, things that build your body. It is hard to overeat them. It is very easy to overeat hyper palatable food-like substances that aren't really food. Those are super easy to eat. Those are easy to pack on 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 extra calories without even, I don't even notice. You might even drink that, right? You might go get a whatever fluffy coffee somewhere and there might be so much sugar in that thing, it's 2,000 calories. You don't even realize, right? So your choices matter of what goes in your body. Can I be there for every choice to tell you this, that, the I could give you suggestions of what we eat and what we don't eat and the changes I don't have time to go into every single thing tonight, but what you choose, if you just ask that basic question, when I stop for just a second before I put something in my mouth and I say, is this going to get me where I want to go, or is it going to take me back to where I just came from? It gets really simple. Your timing, okay? When you eat, is key. Okay. This is like one of the easiest things to change is just when you are eating. Okay. The timing of it is, it's so easy, right? I can still eat. I can still feast. I can still feel full. I can still enjoy foods that I love, but the timing of it is key. Now, I'm going to get more into this as we go. It is a little bit different, in my opinion, for men and women, right? I'm doing this for myself. My wife and my kids are also on this journey with me. They are not doing it the same way I am doing it, right? We are doing similar things. We are eating the same foods, right? We have cut out the processed, unhealthy, waste my money. So when I'm in the grocery store, and it's not perfect, right? I'm not saying it's 100, but it's 90-10, right? If I'm at the grocery store, I know when I go to spend my dollar, this dollar is going to feed my family healthy nutrition and build them up, or we're eating this for enjoyment, for fun, because it tastes good, because they're kids and it's, ice cream or it's chips or something like, what I'm saying? I'm an adult who's overweight and trying not to be overweight. So it's choices, and I'm the one that makes them. So I got to control all of that, and I got to control the timing of it also, right? And so I will get more into the timing of things. The other eating habit down here that you'll see, and this is a scary one for a lot of people. It is a new fad that's going around. It's very popular, but here's the thing. It's not new, and it is the oldest of the oldest medicinal remedies, right? The first one being, may thy food be thy medicine, right? That is the first thing. The second thing would be abstaining from food, right? That's fasting, abstaining from food. I'm making the choice to not intake. Oh, you can't starve yourself. No, no, no. Starving oneself and fasting are completely different things. I will get more into this as we go, but I promise they are different things. Movement habits. This is the other option, right? So it's what I'm taking in and it's the amount of energy my body is expending. The two simplest things that you can do, and this is like this more as passive as it gets to lose weight. And I'm telling you, this will help the weight just like drop right off. Like you won't even, you need to get your body, the majority of your skin, in some sunlight. Morning, evening, doesn't have to be the blazing hot middle of the day. We're in Florida right now, the middle of the day. That's an intense sun. Morning, afternoon sun, get your skin in the sun. It will help your body produce vitamin D. Vitamin D is going to help you shed this fat. Okay. You're going to ground yourself. You're going to put your bare skin, your feet, your body, however you choose, I don't care, on Mother Earth. That's it. How long? How often? Just do it. You'll decide how much time it could be to 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. Grounding, the effect is instant, right? Sunlight, I probably want more time. I feel like the sun is charging my battery, dude. Like I love the sun and my body loves it. So those are the simple, like there's no effort in this. It's just like make the choice to go outside. The next thing, resistance training versus cardio. Now, the first picture of me in 2009, I had like half of the picture, right? Like I kind of got it because I was weight training and I was trying to build muscle. I like having, a good frame as a guy, being strong. But I was also trying to burn fat with cardio. And if you've ever been overweight, you've probably tried to do some cardio, a Stairmaster, walk a mile, jog a mile, run a mile. I hate that stuff. I gotta be honest, I hate it. And again, this is me. If it works for you, great. I know lots of skinny people, lots of very lean, very fit people that will swear by cardio. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that resistance training, weight training, building muscle is a better solution to burning fat. And I will explain why. When you do cardio, you are going to burn calories in the moment while you are doing the cardio. As soon as you stop doing the cardio, the fat burning, the calorie burning stops. When I'm weight training, when I'm resistance training, when I'm building muscle, I'm burning calories while I'm doing it, but I don't care about that. What I'm doing is I'm increasing my basal metabolic rate because I'm adding muscle to my frame. More muscle on my frame requires more calories throughout the day passively. So if I'm going to burn fat, do I want to do it only when I'm walking or jogging or running, or do I want to do it all the time? The answer is all the time, right? Your exercise is only like 5% of your calorie burn through a 24-hour period. It's only like 5%. If I exercise an hour a day, 2 hours a day, I'm a crazy fitness junkie, it's still a small percentage of my day. The majority is burned by my body just surviving, doing its heart beating and its sweating and its blinking of its eyes and its talking and its walking and it's all its basic things. All of that stuff requires more energy and more calories when there's more muscles. This is the fountain of youth. It will keep you younger for longer. It will keep you from getting injured and it will help you burn calories without doing anything. I don't have to do anything. Like this thing is going to eat on its own accord. It wants to eat all the time. Now I have to like not eat constantly to feed it all the time, but it's constantly burning calories. So whenever it wants to feed and I don't shove food in my mouth, what does it do? It uses my body fat for fuel. This is the secret. Cardio is a great add-on, but if you want to seriously burn body fat and keep your body burning fat, you want to add muscle. Okay, next. I'm going to tell you a few products that will assist you in your efforts. Okay, there are no injections involved in this. There are no peptides. There are no steroids. There are no prescriptions. There are no doctors involved. This is purely natural products. Okay, this is, again, I'm not your medical expert. I'm not telling you this is what you should do. I'm saying this is what I did. This is what worked like crazy for me that turned me from a fat slob into, sort of respectable dad bod on his journey to being a unit. Okay. Number one, these are products from Young Living Essential Oils. We love this company. We love these products. This is a new product to me. I just started using this on this journey. This is their Balance and Burn product. This is a GLP-1 product. Helps support the gut, which improves healthy blood sugar metabolism. When you are overweight, when you are carrying around 30 extra pounds, 50 extra pounds, 100 extra pounds, your body does not process sugar the right way. Okay. You are going to have insulin resistance. It's going to lead to metabolic disease. It's going to. Your insulin is going to spike and it's not going to regulate properly because you're fat. It's just a fact. It's kind of complicated. You can go look it up and hear it from somebody that's more technical, but that's the fact. When you're fat, your body does not handle fat and sugar intake and calorie intake the right way. You got to deal with that. This product helps that. Okay. Healthy blood sugar metabolism helps your body use fat efficiently for energy. This is important. Helps maintain healthy triglyceride lipid levels already in normal range. Here's what I'll tell you about this product. It works so well. I would, I will not incorporate it when I'm fasting. Okay. When I'm abstaining from food, this product works so well, I don't combine them. It works too well and I feel kind of funny. This will shut off the food noise. If you are constantly snacking, constantly hungry, constantly, no more. It just stops. Like I take it first thing in the morning and it's like able to let me focus on when to eat properly. I'm not snacking. I'm not looking for food constantly. I'm eating at the prescribed times when I'm supposed to eat, right? So I cannot say enough about this product. A lot of things I want to say about it, I'm not supposed to say about it. We don't inject things. We trust plants and Young Living, and this is the GLP-1 product that we use. It freaking works. Ningxia Red. Remember that basic product question, that basic, like, does this help me get better? Is this good for me or bad for me? That is like this product is what made me think that because every time I pick this up and try to, I know that this is good for me. Okay. For whatever reason I use it for, whether I'm using it to avoid snacking or I want some energy, or honestly, I drink it because it's good for the kidneys, it's good for the eyes, it's good for metabolism. And you can see it is clinically shown to increase physical energy levels significantly while reducing physical limitations. It supports whole body health and wellness, improves sleep, increasing reduce daily stress significantly to improve mental well-being, support a healthy inflammation response, support healthy respiratory function. I mean, the list goes on and on. They have written books about this stuff. The wolfberry is like a primary food in one of the blue zones where people live to be 100. I mean, like this is quality nutritional supplementation, right? In a bottle, in a packet. We like the packets right now because we have a bunch of little kids and it's really easy to just like rip off the top and boom, there's 2 ounces. So I'm rocking packets now. I love this product. And what you will notice here, what does it say? It contains a synergistic blend of orange, tangerine, lemon, and yuzu premium essential oils. This is unique to Young Living, right? Therapeutic quality medicinal grade essential oils infused into your nutritional supplements. It allows for better absorption. On a cellular level, it's like super like it's these are super supplements, right? These are better than the normal supplements out there. And it's not this supplement in particular is doing more things than I could even know about it, right? If you want to know, there's a book called Discovery of the Ultimate Superfood. Look that book up. It's a good book. It's about the Ningxia Wolfberry. But I love this. We drink it. We've been drinking this for years. I mean, this is probably why I'm still alive because through all those times that I was so fat, I didn't have the metabolic problems right away that someone that heavy should have had, right? And this is probably why, right? I love this product. All right. Next, Ningxia Zing. This is Young Living's energy drink. This is my pre-workout, right? Before I hit the gym, I slam one of these, okay? I love it. And I have never had energy like this. When I get to the gym, there are days when this hits and I feel like just infused. Like I have more energy than I even know what to do with. And I believe personally it is because of all those B vitamins in there. Yes, there is some naturally occurring caffeine, but it's not like it's like the perfect amount of caffeine. And I do believe it is those B vitamins that make you just like boom, it is the perfect pre-workout. The blue can is a unique to Young Living, like black pepper, lime essential oil flavor. I like it. That's the one I prefer. The yellow one, if you've ever been to one of the Young Living farms, you'll know that they serve a lavender lemonade. That is what that reminds me of. It's like it's tart, it's refreshing, but it reminds me exactly of the lemonade from the farm. So they're fantastic. We are slamming them by the case. I'm hitting one of these on my drive to the gym like every day. Uh, Sleek tea. I have loved this for a long time. I don't, I've been drinking it more consistently recently because I've been really focused on the health journey. But this is an oolong cacao flavored, it's chocolate flavored slimming spice tea, right? So like instead of the late night snack, instead of that little nibble of 200, 300 calories here or there, I'll make one of these. And if I'm really wanting it to be like really rich, I might brew 2 bags, right? So I don't know. It gives me more flavor and it makes me feel like I actually ate something, even though I didn't. And what I really consumed was something that's going to help me burn more fat, right? Which is we want all the help we can get, right? If I'm already going to do all of the other work, I might as well add some things that are going to like just give me an extra 2%, 5% boost, like whatever it ends up being. So this is one of those things that I think is like a 5%, 10% boost out of nowhere. It's super simple. I always have it on the call whenever I'm like, oh, I want something. I've already had Ninja today. I already had my Zing for the gym. It's late night, boom, I have a cup of tea. Um, Worst personal weight loss goals, healthy weight management when combined with diet and exercise. Dude, that is key right there. Okay. No one of these products is going to do this for you without you doing the other things, right? I'm not here to tell you that there's a magic bullet. And if you just take this product, you can be a fat, lazy slob and eat whatever you want and have the physique of your dreams. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying that with proper diet, with proper exercise, you add these products to it, and they're going to accentuate the work that you're putting in, right? These are formulated with premium ingredients to support healthy metabolism, contains tea, polyphenols, and antioxidant properties, right? Antioxidants, right? It like I want things that help me feel younger, right? We are living in Venice, Florida currently, and it's an aging population, and everything in this area is about like youth and vitality and staying young, right? Well, like we have the secrets in these products, right? But the things I'm telling you tonight, like, dude, look at my before picture and look at my picture, and I am getting younger. I'm telling you, like my beard is getting darker, like the wrinkles are going away, my skin is getting tighter. P.S. Everybody's like, oh, weight loss, did you lose skin? Tight skin, like remarkably. I believe it's why. What I'm doing is why. Anyway, chief may help food cravings and support satiety. Key, anything that helps me feel full so I don't cave to my cravings, right? I don't want to cave to all the cravings. Sometimes if I want something chocolate, this is a good answer for that, right? Uh, Alternative to sugary drinks, soft drinks, coffee. We listen, I'll be honest, sometimes we still drink coffee. I kick it up most of the time and I switch it for sleek tea or Zing or Ningxia or something else, but sometimes I still drink coffee. Okay, we're not perfect, but I try to put in again when I go to consume something, is this going to help me get healthier, live longer, feel better, or is it gonna Okay, every one of these products, any time I reach for one of these products, I know that it's moving me in the right direction. Okay. There's no artificial flavors, colorings, no sugar added, no preservatives or other additives, contains naturally occurring caffeine and tea antioxidants. That's how everything with Young Living is. We don't add any BS. It's all the natural stuff because if you know what to find, all the answers are in nature. It's all in, right? The first rule was your food should be your medicine. So that's what we're talking about. We're going to make our food our medicine, and the timing and how we eat it and when we eat it is the other key. Dude, I would not be functioning without this product, okay? I took a long time off from like major physical activity, from hitting the gym, hitting the weights because of injuries. I'm coming back from injuries, like torn biceps, right? Two of them. So sulfurzyme powder is literally I'm living on it. It's in my drink every day, all the time. I do not leave the house. Like it's when I come out of my master bedroom, I hit the T bar where the sulfurzyme is, and I put it in the first thing I do. This is for your joint health. It's recovery time, and after exercise supports normal range of motion, supports healthy inflammation response. I got it. Some of the things I can say and I can't say. Look, here's the deal. This is made with MSM and Ningxia wolfberry. This is like if I wasn't using this, I'm in my 40s and I'm hitting the gym like I'm 20, okay? I would be rolling out of bed with rigor mortis in the morning if it wasn't for this supplement, okay? At the end of the thing, support immune system, it's definitely doing that, and supports hair, skin, and nails. Dude, my nails are growing like crazy, constantly. My beard is coming in like super thick, like this is a fantastic product, but it's literally keeping, the funky shoulder, the hips, like all I'm lifting heavy. This is I couldn't do it without it. Panaway. If you have never tried one of Young Living's essential oils, get your hands on one of them, some of them, any of them. They're all awesome. This one, Panaway, is what it sounds like, pain away, basically, right? Wintergreen is natural methyl salicylate. This is an analgesic. Analgesic is pain relieving, anti-inflammatory. We know what that is. Helichrysum. The word helichrysum actually means everlasting. This oil, dude, nosebleeds, cuts, you name it, like helichrysum is amazing. I don't put this in a cut, but if my shoulder is hurting, if something's bothering me, I'm achy somewhere, this is gold. Clove bud oil is eugenol. It is again analgesic, antimicrobial. Commonly, you find clove is used in dental things, right? To numb the teeth, to pain relief. It's incredibly potent for that. And last oil in here is peppermint oil. This is natural menthol. again, analgesic, and that gives you the cooling sensation that you get. People are familiar with products like Bengay or BioFreeze, things that like tingle, cooling, soothing. Dude, they're just knocking off the natural thing, right? The natural menthol was from peppermint oil. So we just use the natural thing and it's like 90 times more potent or whatever, right? It's way, way better. So this stuff, if it hurts, I put this on it. And my next go-to, I've been using the heck out of peppermint oil. If you know me for the last, what's it been, 17 years, I love peppermint oil. Like it's on my essential rewards order every single month. I use it all the freaking time. This is digestion, it's pain relief, it's that cooling sensation. But what I'm doing right now with it, dude, this is like my smelling salts before I'm hitting the gym. When I'm walking in, boom, right on the nose and I open up my lungs, I'm breathing better, I'm getting more oxygen, my brain is it's everything you want in a workout juice. Like it's like I add the zing, I've got some ninja, I add this, and I feel like even like if you've worked out a lot, you know there's some days that you do not want to go. Like you are just, I'm tired, my body's sore, I don't want to do this. When this hits my nose, that goes out the door. I'm ready to rock. Like, look, let's hit it. Let's give it a solid hour. Go in there and slam it out and get this thing done. Like, I love this. All right. The last secret ingredient. Now, this is going to take a little bit more time to talk about. This is free. There's no purchasing it. This is fasting. Okay. This is like your food should be your medicine, and the next thing should be abstaining from food as the second medicine. Okay. Like this is the other secret to the puzzle. Okay. There's nothing to buy. There's no product you need. There's no nothing. You need self-discipline. This is not easy. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I've done a lot of it, a lot of it. Okay. The longest fast I've done is 30 days straight, salt water, 30 days. Okay, I've done many fasts. 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 21 days. Okay. We're going to get you there. If you've never done it, don't start thinking you're going to go 30 days on the first go. Okay. But this is something that we want to learn to incorporate into our lives, right? It is a biblical principle. This is a this is not a new idea, right? It's a new fad to our culture now because our culture's been 3 meals a day. You need all these calories and food pyramid and blah. No, dude, no. You need clean, whole, nutrient-dense foods on a proper timing schedule, not all day, every day. You don't want to spike your insulin constantly, all the time, constantly. You don't want to be digesting food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't. Your body's not designed for that. It will get sick from doing that. Okay. You want to learn to fast and limit the timing of your food, as we talked about. Now, I'm not just talking about starvation diet and like low calorie. No, I'm talking about fasting. Fasting is no calories. This is different, okay? And I promise you, if you've never done this before, like I'm trying to explain something to you with words that cannot be explained with words. Okay? You need to do it in order to understand what I'm saying. So if you've never fasted, you cannot perceive what I am trying to explain to you, and I cannot explain it to you without you having been there. Okay? But dieting, okay? Calorie restriction, dieting will change the way you look, but fasting will change the way you see and the way you perceive the world, the way you perceive things, yourself, your habits, food, your relationship to food. Fasting is a different beast, okay? And when I talk about fasting, there's again, it could be, well, popular now is intermittent fasting. We only eat in a certain window each day, and that's good, right? That's good. It's better than eating all the time with no reservation, right? That is a disaster waiting to happen. So intermittent fasting is good, right? In fact, when we talk about this, you'll see later on, that's what I personally would recommend for women. Okay. Men, I'm going to recommend something different, a little more challenging. We'll get there. But so when I'm fasting, truly fasting, okay, this is water and salt. This is water and electrolytes. There's no other, that's it. Okay. You could have the sleek tea. That's not going to break you. Black coffee, black tea, but we're no calories, right? We're talking 0 calories. For how long? We can discuss that, but you'll understand better if we go through some of this math. Okay. So this is partly how I wrapped my head around this. This is a big part of this transformation, right? These products have helped me, exercising, weight training, all of that has helped me. Fasting has also been a key to this thing too. So I want you to understand how and why it's possible and why someone who is substantially overweight can do it for way longer than you might think. And so here, look, 1 pound of body fat is equal to 300 or 3,500 calories, right? 3,500 calories in 1 pound of body fat. So if I'm 30 pounds overweight times 3,500 calories, that is an excess of 105,000 calories that I have eaten already and my body has stored. 100,000 calories. Okay. Just wrap your head around that for a second. So when people are like, man, I need to eat. No, you don't. You already ate it. You already ate it twice over, maybe three times over, four times over. We're walking, if we're 30 pounds, and listen, this might be a little harsh, but like the average American is more than 30 pounds overweight. Okay. So if we're honest, like I'm down 45 pounds and I still think I got 30 to go. So I still have 100,000 calorie surplus on my body that I have already eaten that I'm walking around with every day, right? That's making me feel like, oh, I don't, it's okay if I don't have food, but it's going to cause problems. So we want to make the body tap into that calorie store. Now, if I'm 75 pounds overweight, which when I woke up that day at 275 pounds, that's kind of what I said to myself. Like at 275, I could probably get to 200 pounds. I got some muscle on my frame. I'm not a lightweight. But I don't know if I need to be over 200 though. So let's see if I can get to 200 from 275. Well, 75 pounds times 3,500 calories is 262,500 calories that I have overeaten already on my body. Just how much money that is, I don't even remember what I ate. Like, who knows what it was, but that's a serious amount of storage that you have already like, done. So when people are like, "Oh, you got to eat something, you got to have something in your belly," dude, you already got it in there. You already ate it. So it's time to like we can do this. We can abstain from food longer than we think because the storage is already there. So whenever, oh, but what if I get hungry? Well, you're going to get hungry, and that's good, right? Now, hunger, A, it's just a feeling, and we can deal with our feelings, but B, it's the feeling of your body starting to clean things up, right? It's the feeling of your body using your stored fat as energy, as fuel to do all the different functions you need. Now, and the amazing thing about fasting is when you do this and you start to get that hunger feeling, if you are truly sustaining from calories, your body is going to do a miraculous thing. It is going to do something called autophagy. It is going to attack all of the damaged, broken, useless, diseased, tumor cells in your body. And it's going to use that as fuel first, right? So I'm not just doing this to lose weight, right? That's a side effect. I'm going to lose weight, but I'm cleaning out my body, right? This is my temple. This is my this is my gift from God. This is my gift to the world. This is my billboard to the world. And if I let myself get 75 pounds overweight, well, I let the place get a mess. And so it's time to clean it up. And the way to clean it up is by fasting. I'm not saying you never eat food again. I'm not saying you never eat the things you love again. I'm not saying you don't ever have whatever your cheat meal. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's time to control our offering, right? And by doing that, your body knows what to do. It's going to start cleaning things. It's going to start healing things. You're going to have, like, the longer you do it, I'm telling you, I've had some miraculous changes in my health, pains, injuries that I've had for years, neuropathy from, like healed. So it's not just a low calorie diet. We're not on a diet. We're fasting. It's completely different, right? When I'm dieting, when I go low calorie dieting, my body eventually will reduce my BMI, my calorie requirement to match my intake. Well, when I'm fasting, the opposite happens. My body upregulates my metabolism. It says, no, there's no calories. Well, we better go find some. So here I'm going to jack up the metabolism. I'm going to give you more testosterone, more human growth hormone, more of the things that you need to go find that food. So you're going to up your metabolism. Everything is going to improve, right? But Rob, you can't build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Oh, yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. And you do that by fasting because the minute that you start fasting, you're telling your body it's time to pack on some muscle because we got to be able to go find some food. And your body is going to do what it needs to do to make sure that you end up in the best position you can be in, right? Most of the food you're putting in is not helping you. It is not food that you need. It is not food that is building you up. It is not nutrient dense. It is not giving you life. Most of the food, if you're overweight, most of the stuff that went in there, it was then the downside. It was the bad choice. We're gonna cut that out. So now with fasting, we can count calories versus adding zeros. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a calorie counter. I don't want to spend a half of the day trying to do math. It's great for some people, but for me, adding zeros was way easier. Okay. So like I could like tabulate calories for a day, or I could just know that today I had 0 calories. And so I'm adding a zero. So I know. And so how long should one go? Okay. Like I said before, I have gone 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 21, and 30 days, all different times, but I've fasted more than one time. I've fasted a bunch of times. It works. It works well. Nothing in my experience, no treadmill, no stair climber, nothing will peel fat from your body like fasting. Okay. Especially, especially if you're exercising while fasting, weight training while fasting, it just disappears. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Men and women are different. We are still old school. There's only two genders. They're different. Men, okay? When you are fasting, it's going to increase your human growth hormone substantially. Your testosterone is going to go through the roof, okay? Most of the guys out there right now are cheating, right? They're using peptides, they're using steroids, they're using injectables to try to get their hormone replacement therapy, all that. I am getting all of those benefits without buying it, without injecting myself, without a prescription, without seeing a doctor. I haven't paid a thing. All I did was stop eating. So if you want your human growth hormone to go up, if you want your testosterone to skyrocket, just shut your mouth. It's literally all you got to do. I'm not like, trust me. Okay, go long to get lean, fellas. Intermittent fasting is good. It is not great. Great is longer form, right? How long can I go? That is probably dependent on your body weight, right? I had a lot to lose. I could go a long time, right? Fasted, strenuous resistance, heavyweight training. This is key, okay? Fellas, you got to train and eat like a Spartan, okay? Like a warrior. I train, I work hard, then I eat. I train, I work hard, then I eat. I train, I work hard, then I eat. When I'm going to eat, okay, I'm not going to be your dietitian, but here's the deal. Lots of protein, smart carbs, potatoes, sweet potatoes, right? Not potato chips, sweet potatoes, okay? Near your workout. I work out fasted. I do not eat before working out. I drink that Zing and that's it. There's 8 grams of sugar in that thing inside of that 35 calories. That is all the pre-workout food that I need. I like working out fasted. When you're going to eat after the workout, high protein, that's when I like to eat my carbs, right? I know it's going to go to work because after I'm done working out, my body wants to repair my muscles, build my muscles, get ready because my body's saying, oh man, he might do that again. We better be ready for it. Build some more muscle so that we can do whatever he's going to ask us to do next time we get there. Okay. So, fellas, I promise you, number one, you are fatter than you think. Okay. Remember, I'm talking to me. Don't take it personal. Don't get offended. But I'm also talking to you, dude. You're fatter than you think. Okay. It's just a fact. You're fatter than you think. You can go longer than you think. You don't need to eat that next thing. You don't need it. Okay. Like I try to tell my kids all the time, would you eat a piece of cauliflower with nothing on it? And they're like, ew, no, gross. Well, then you ain't hungry. Okay. We need to control ourselves, right? We need to have self-discipline. We need to get to a point where we're not just eating out of like childish, like hedonistic, like self-satisfaction, comfort zone, like, ooh, it tastes good. No, dude, your food is your medicine. Your food is what you use to build this physique, which is your billboard to the world and everyone, your children, your peers, everyone is watching. So we want to make quality choices. We want to use our money to buy things that are nutrient dense that are going to build us up, and we're not going to fall victim to these freaking industries that want to keep us sick and dependent on them. We're not going to do that anymore, right? We're going to use our money to build ourselves up and make smart choices. We're not going to use our money to let them profit off of us. Okay, because that's what it's going to, they're going to use the food and the additives and the seed oils and the sugar to make sure that you're sick and that you don't know what to do because you've gotten so much bad information about food and all this stuff. You don't know what to do. So you end up going to their doctor and they tell you to take their drugs and they're trying to turn you into an ATM, bro. They just want your money. I don't want your money. I want you to get healthy. I want you to do this thing that's going to make you unstoppable. That's going to bring out the animal in you because I'm telling you, your first is food, right? The first medicine is food. The second medicine is knowing when to eat it and when to control it. And I'm telling you, fasting is your answer. Ladies, it is slightly different for you. This is my opinion. I'm not your doctor. I cannot give you medical advice. This is just what I'm suggesting for my wife, and it's working for her too. Okay. The weight training is the same. We need resistance training. Okay. It needs to be strenuous and it needs to be hard. Okay. Fellas, if you're not grunting and gritting your teeth and like sort of kind of cussing at the weight, sometimes you ain't working hard enough. Okay. Ladies, I'm not just talking Pilates. We got to do things that are resistance training that push us, challenge us, trigger the body to say we need to grow more muscle, right? That is the key. Okay. It doesn't have to be hours, it doesn't have to be cardio. It needs to signal the body to build muscle. When it comes to food, okay, training is similar. Training needs to be strenuous, it needs to be challenging, it needs to be hard. Resistance training that forces my body, sends the signal to my body to grow more muscle. Okay, we can talk more about what and how, and I love that side of it because honestly, like building muscle is way more fun than burning fat. Burning fat is really boring and hard and restrictive, and building muscle is really fun. So when it comes to food, ladies, again, I'm not your doctor. This is just what I suggest. Protein early, okay, in the morning, like super early in the morning, get a good amount of protein, like 30 grams of protein in you. That will help keep your cortisol down, right? Women are not designed to withstand a cortisol spike every day. They're not designed to go to work every day like a man and like grind and toil like a man, right? A female is designed to raise and nurture children, and we want to keep her cortisol down. Okay, so like when you go without food, longer forms without food, your cortisol is going to go up, right? So we want to keep it down for you, ladies. Fasting, in my opinion, with ladies, I have mostly intermittent, right? We go like a shorter eating window. Alina is eating, good healthy protein breakfast in the morning. Same thing, protein lunch, solid protein dinner. It's working. Okay. Same thing. Training, walking steps, but she's not running miles. We're resistance training. Um, and that is that's the secret combination, right? The products are good, right? When it comes to eating, okay, I'm not going to be there for every food choice you make, but if beef, chicken, fish, potatoes, simple. Well, can I have A, B, C, D, or E? Sure, but keep it simple. Keep 80 to 90% of what you're eating a whole food. If it has an ingredients list, if it's got a label, if it's got a warning, if it's got a no, that's 10%, right? Well, can I still have ice cream? Sure. You can have ice cream, you can have whatever you want, but keep 90% of your diet whole food, one ingredient, real food. Okay. Like it should come from a farm, right? We eat beef, chicken, fish. I eat a lot of eggs, a lot of eggs. Like that is the number one, in my opinion, complete nutrition, easy, whole food packet. Like go back into like the old era of like bodybuilding and Jack LaLanne and those original pioneers of like fitness. Those dudes were slamming a dozen eggs a day and they were shredded. Okay, they were absolutely jacked and no body fat. They were eating red meat, dairy, eggs, whole food. Okay, my biggest thing you would on avoid in food, again, we've talked a little fasting here. Restriction is huge. You got to cut out the seed oils. Seed oils are just like it's just poison. That's like if there was one thing, if like you only did one thing, cut out the seed oils. Okay. The rest of the stuff I know is maybe outside of your like, oh man, I don't know if I could do that. You can do it, but at least cut out the seed oils. That is huge. All right. I gotta keep going. Uh these benefits of fasting. Oh, here. So, like I was trying to tell you, it is not simply just losing weight, right? Stage Zero, right? 0 to 12. I'm still digesting the food. My insulin is still peaked. I want it to come down. Stage one, at 12, I start burning fat. My insulin is falling. Then I get into ketosis, right? The glucagon is rising. Autophagy at 24 to 48 hours. I'm clearing my body out. My human growth hormone surges hour 48 to 54, right? So 2 days in, my body says, oh man, he's serious. He's not going to eat. We better give him more human growth hormone. We better give him testosterone. We better do all so that he can go find it, right? Down here, 72 hours, insulin sensitivity, autophagy, my body, I'm forming stem cells. I'm refreshing my body from the inside out. I'm doing something by fasting, right? We can see here 72 hours. We're talking like 3 days, fellas. 3 days. We're going to do something for your body that no modern medicine can do. There's no medicine for it. There's nothing that can match this. There's no prescription, no pill, no machine, no nothing that can match the effect that your body can do for itself if you just stop messing it up. It's that simple. So again, don't take it personal. I'm talking to me, right? Because that fat kid is still in me. I'm trying to keep him at bay. Now, prolonged fasting. I don't know. You can't go a long time. You got to have something in your belly. And when I told people, like, so I've done a 30-day fast, right? When I told people I was going to go 30 days, they were like, you're insane. There's no way. You can't go 30 days with no food. Well, you can if you're fat, right? The longest recorded fast in history is 382 days. It's 382 days. This dude was fat. He was over 400 pounds. And look what he did. He lost over 250 pounds. Walked out of the hospital, brand new person. I'm telling you, you can do it. It's a journey. You're going to see things differently. It is not like dieting. It is completely different. You will be introspective. You will, if you're doing it right, I believe you'll have moments where you are literally closer to God. You will communicate with the divine. You will have introspection in ways you've never had before. Like you will know yourself in ways you've never known. I liken it to like deep water. Like food would be like touching base with shore, getting back to where your feet can touch, you know. And then when I'm fasting and I'm deep fasting, like a week, 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, I'm out in deep water and I'm relying solely on my body. I'm just out treading water. Mentally, it's challenging, right? Because it's just me in the ocean. Like there's nothing to touch base with. Like you're out there, and it's intense mentally, but it's also got a lot of amazing lessons and things to teach you if you're willing to do it. I can tell you that I've seen enough about this guy to know that he was better off leaving the hospital 382 days later than he was going in. So I'm not a medical professional and I can't tell you to go 300 days with no food, but I can tell you as someone who has gone 30 that my life was radically better afterwards. So, uh, you're going to do the work and you're going to get the results. Yes, you can burn fat and build muscle at the same time. If you are going to do what I've suggested here tonight, you will do exactly that. Okay, this was my progress over 90 days. I was 45 pounds down on the scale, and my body composition is completely different. My physique is completely different, head to toe, unrecognizable, inflammation, pain. I mean, you name it. I'm not perfect, and I'm not claiming that. I'm not six pack shredded yet. Okay, but it's progress, right? And that's what it is. It's progress over perfection. This is a long-term thing. This is going to go on for a while. You didn't get into 100 pounds overweight overnight. You ain't going to get out overnight. And once you do, you're going to have to work to keep it. Okay. So start doing the work. If you do the work, you will get the results. If you have never jumped into something full steam, right? If you've never said, okay, like this is my time, this is my now, I'm right now, this like this fat guy over here, like he didn't know he could do this in 90 days. He just said enough is enough and I'm going to give it every freaking thing I've got. Okay. And then 90 days later, this guy, like I think we're at like 102 days right now or whatever. This guy is like, dude, give me the next 100 days and let's see how far I can go. Right. This is awesome. My peak is no longer behind me. It is in front of me. I'm working towards it. I don't care how old I am. This is like, you can do this too. Okay. I promise. I don't care. Like we all got excuses. I was at the gym the other day and there was an army veteran there in a wheelchair picking himself up and getting onto the workout table to start doing cables. Like Dude, if that guy can be there and do it, you can do it too. Okay. So no more excuses. Do the work and you'll start getting the results. All right. Now, what is next? Number one, stock up on some supplies, right? I mean, like if I'm going to put in all the work, I want to get all the benefit I can from it. So the products are helping me get all the benefits possible from the hard work that I'm putting in. Okay. You can contact me for questions or coaching if you would like, and then you should get to that mirror, right? So stock up on the supplies. If you want to hit this QR code right now, you can scan that and it will take you to all those products that I just showed you. Really super simple. If you'd like to contact me for questions or coaching, if you want to talk one-on-one, I am happy to try to help you any way I can to help you through this process. I know for me that it has been very helpful because I have a good friend of mine who is also on a journey like this with me. We are fasting at the same times. We are hitting the gym hard together. It really helps to have like an accountability partner, somebody there that's like grinding with you. I am grinding. Like with or without you, I'm grinding. But if you want to like grind together, if you want me to coach you, that's my personal number right there. That's direct to me. You can hit me up anytime. Text me, call me. Hey, I saw your thing. I want to talk with you more. Let's chat. Okay. Next thing, hit that mirror. Okay. If you have not done that yet, if you have never had that come to Jesus moment, that get right with yourself moment, that like take stock and really like deep breath. Okay, I'm going to be honest with myself from now on. That's a good place to start. Okay. You got 10% off with this code. If you want, you also, if you click up on these products here, you will get a free virtual wellness scan. This is valued at the consultation is valued at $99. We're giving one of those away for free. My coaching, the first call, same thing, free. We'll get to know each other, see if it would be a good fit for each other. And then we can discuss what the options are from there. But we try to make this like accessible to everyone, right? The best things a lot of times are not super expensive, right? They're like inexpensive and they're tested, they're tried and true, they're long-term things like fasting, like weight training, like food discipline, right? You got this. We're here to help you if you need it. We're happy. We want to hear your journey. We want to hear your success. We want to hear it's working for you. If you have tips and things that you can add to this, we want to hear about it. I also hope to see you on the rest of my journey because I'm going to continue this journey and we're going to give you another update another 90 days from now and show you where this has taken me because I think I'm going to get to have the best physique I've ever had in my life. I have the tools, right? I have the mindset. I've got some discipline from teaching myself to fast. I've got a good idea on the foods that are working and I've got products that are like it's like a tool belt. I got all the products that are helping me get where I want to go and the results are happening fast enough that I can see it, I can feel it in real time. And that's what it takes, right? We want to, like, when it's a hard road, when it's something like we want to go A to B, boom, get me there. Show me some results. I want to see it. I want to feel it now because that gets me so excited. I continue the journey, right? I continue now. If I can see it, I can start to see it here, right? Like the cat drawing the, right? Like where you go? This guy, right? If I'm like this cat and I can start to see it here, I can start to create it in reality, right? My hard work is starting to pay off. That's what we're doing here, right? We're trying to cut all the noise out and we want to get right to the things that are going to work. They're going to get you A to B as fast as possible, as cheap as possible, right? We don't want it to cost a fortune. We want to be efficient with our money. We want our money to build us up and go to work efficiently for us. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to pass that knowledge on to you. I hope you find it helpful. And I hope to see you in the future. I hope to see a picture of your transformation, your success story. I want to hear how well it worked for you. And, and moreover, not only that, I want to hear that you had such great success with your journey that you inspired somebody else to do it. Because, right, part of my journey started because someone else took their journey and they challenged me to take my journey and get on it. And so I'm doing the same thing to you, right? I know it's hard. I've had all the excuses, but you got this. Like you got it. You can do this. I know you can. And I want to hear your story. I want to see your pictures in the future. So I hope to catch you on the next one. All right. We'll see you out there. Hit me up later.